Hi there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and today it's a creative video. I'm going to be doing some scrapbooking and I'm also going to be talking about different ways for inspiration, and then I'm also going to be doing a few fun facts about me as well. It was basically, this all comes from, it was my birthday last week. I did have a video on my birthday which I will link up below, a little vlog. It was my birthday last week and I always do a video around the time of my birthday, just my general likes and dislikes and all that kind of thing for that year. So I need to do one for this year because I haven't done one yet, so I thought I would do that with you today. And then I also thought I would just go through a few fun facts as well, which might be fun. But I also wanted to tackle the subject of inspiration. I get asked that all the time. Where do I find inspiration? People want to know new scrapbookers, where to start from, how do you start? People that have been scrapbooking for years, when you reach that slump, which we all do sometimes, how do you pull yourself out of it? Basically, where do you find inspiration from? Now, I have pulled out this huge scrapbook album. This is 2011. So one thing that I really like doing when I am stuck for inspiration is to go through an old album and just have a look at what I like about pages, what I don't like, but things that really catch my eye, and then think, oh, actually, I'm going to do that on my next page. Could be something to do with an embellishment, it could be the way you've journaled, it could be a title, the layout, you know, the whole look of the page. Just see what pulls in your eye. I'm going to be doing a bit of a flick through. I was on fire in 2011. I have so many pages here and there's some really good ones. So I'm going to share that with you at the end if you would like to see that. I've actually picked this page here. Now, if you haven't heard of scrap lifting before, it's when you look at a page and you get inspiration from that page and you lift the idea, the design, and you create your own page from it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with this page here. I'm going to take the squares, lay them out on the page, and that's going to be my page today. So that's something else you could do. Have a look back through your old work and see what you like. If you are new to scrapbooking, I suggest you maybe follow people on Facebook, on Instagram, go and have a look at Pinterest and have a look for ideas that you can scrap lift. Sometimes you just need something to kickstart a page, and like I said, for me it's the little blocks. It could be anything though. Give it a go, it really, really works. I also thought it would be fun to maybe start a new scrapbooking series. I'm calling it scrapbooking. People call it memory making these days, memory keeping. They call it creative journaling. Call it what you like, whether you're using a 12 by 12 page, whether you're using a traveler's notebook, whatever you're using, it's the same thing basically. We're keeping memories. I just have a lot of 12 by 12s. Now this was one in 2011 that I created about myself. I will just give you a closer look up of there. But to actually scrapbook about yourself if you are stuck for ideas isn't a bad way to start. And I thought I would start this new series and maybe give people a little bit of a starting block of what you could scrap. So today it's going to be scrapbooking about ourselves. I will set this up as a journal challenge in the Lollipop chat group. I will link up that below. You don't need a kit to join in. Anyone is welcome to join, and there's always a prize at the end of the month. So scrapbook about yourself, document a few bits and pieces, journal some bits down. It's just really, really good to look back on. So like I said, that was mine from 2011. I've set up my creative space there. I've got the camera ready to go, so I'm going to now create my page. So here's the original page that I created back in 2011. I've got this page started. I'm using the March Lollipop Box Club kit. It's called Planner Girl, and I'll link that up for you below if you fancy going to have a look. There's still a few left. And it was actually the patterned paper here from the kit that got me started with this. I thought it would work really well, and it's because I'm kind of journaling bits and pieces about myself. I thought using the boxes would work really well. I've cut out every single square from one of these paper. You do get 2 in a kit, and I've laid it down. Now I need to stick them down. If you're worried about how to remember where you've got them laid, I'm really happy with how that looks. I have just taken a photo, so if any budge and I forget where they've been, just have a look at the photo. It's a really good way to keep tabs on what you're doing. I am though going to start with a little bit of paint. I love the Dylusions paints. I will link this up below as well. And I'm going to start by getting a little bit of paint on this paper. I like to use an old card to spread it on. I'm going to keep spreading because I don't want it to be really thick. Let's move some in the other direction. So the more I'm spreading it, the thinner it's coming out. Obviously, I've got to remember that the majority of the page is going to be covered in those squares. There we go. And I'm going to dry that off. So whilst I'm creating this page, I thought I would just reel off a whole load of facts that you may not know about me. So to start with, I'm 4'10". I'm the height of a 10-year-old. I love cheese. I'm currently hunting for the best margarita pizza in the area. I'm going to try them all. I used to be a veggie, and KFC finally caved me about 5 years into being vegetarian. Really hate driving, especially parking. I am a people pleaser. I'm always trying to please people. I hate upsetting anyone or the thought of upsetting anyone. I just like making people happy, and I'm a feeder as well. I really enjoy cooking, baking, and I love to feed people and make people happy through my food. I said I love to bake, but I'm not actually fussed with eating all the sweet stuff. I much prefer savoury. I've always been a creative person. I've always had a camera with me, even when I was younger. Always took lots of photos and documented and kept mini books right from when I was a child. I don't really have any phobias, but I hate water. I have a real fear of water. I don't mind heights, but my legs always get wobbly. I love Pepsi Max. It's my favourite drink at the moment. I love watching cheesy horror movies when I'm working, but I can only watch them in the daytime. I speak fluent German as I grew up in Germany from the age of 13, and I went to a German school. Grew up in the country. When I was 13, we then moved to a big city in Germany. Always loved Disney. Snow White was the first movie that I actually went to see in the cinema, but we grew up with Disney videos. It was my mum that got us all hooked. Laugh a lot, especially at my own jokes. I laugh all the time, and I love playing pranks. So this is my finished page. I'm really pleased with it. I'll let you have a little closer look. It's a really fun way to journal about yourself. But often we're so busy journaling about everybody else in the family that we forget. And that was the original. Just so you can see side by side. Scrap lifting is a really fun thing to do. Like I said, even scrap lift yourself. If you're worried about borrowing somebody else's design, you can always ask them if it's somebody on Instagram or something like that. Just drop a comment asking if they don't mind if you scrap lift. I am now finished. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I am actually going to flick through the album at the end, so if you choose to stay for that, you are more than welcome. Let me know if you are a scrapbooker, if you are into memory keeping, traveler's notebooks, all that kind of thing. What's your favourite way to preserve memories? And I would also like to know, how often do you actually scrapbook about yourself, or do you tend to just focus on everybody else around you? Leave me a comment, let me know. And this is also a great time for you to join in with the challenge to scrapbook, document about yourself, get yourself in your creative journal, in your traveler's notebook, and document about you. The link is below to join the chat group. There's no charge, and like I said, you don't have to have a Lollipop Box Club kit to join in. Everyone is welcome, so come and join us. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you at the end of the week. Take care. Bye. Just going to run through some of my favorite things to do on pages. I like creating pages with a bit of white space, but I also like creating really busy, happy pages with big, bold colors. Big titles are always fun, and I love creating with circles. Circles are one of my favorite design tips. Lots and lots of circles. I also like texture, using molding paste, using paints and mists and stencils. Really enjoy these. I really enjoy having sometimes a big photo in the middle. It's really fun. And I like to journal lots on my pages. I love telling stories through my scrapbooking. I really enjoy messy pages, lots of mixed media, and also creating with white frames around my photos. I sometimes create with borders around my page. I think it really helps them to stand out. And I love a messy look from time to time as well. And just using contrasting colours, I just always find this really fun. I love sewing on pages as well. It adds an added texture and a bit of extra colour. And I really like to scrapbook about our family stories, just preserving our memories. I think it's a really special thing to do. I'm just so glad that I started this hobby. I love capturing little moments. This one was really fun, where I've actually cut up a photo, and then I've got one here with a very busy week, documenting a whole week on one page. I really hope you've enjoyed this flip through my 2011 album. Let me know which one was your favourite. Thanks for watching.